Let us remember that we're in the holy presence of God. There's this great scene in the Pixar movie Cars in which Doc Hudson and Lightning McQueen are having this conversation, and Doc is trying to give Lightning some advice on how to drive on dirt, to drive on a dirt racetrack. And he says, "Rookie, you don't have the right type of brakes, so when you're trying to make a left, you need to turn right and pitch it hard." And Lightning McQueen is very prideful. He doesn't want to take any of the advice that the wise Doc Hudson has for him. And he says, "Oh, well, that makes sense. In order to make a left, I need to turn right. Thank you. No thank you, because an opposite day, I should say no thank you." And he just drives off and is all upset and doesn't want any of the advice that Doc has to give him. My mom has this great saying. She says, I can often tell that God has got to be a guy because he never does things the way that I would do them. And the truth is, a lot of times God's wisdom doesn't make sense to us. In this upcoming Sunday's gospel from Matthew chapter 11, Jesus is praising the Father and says, "Father, I give you praise because you revealed these things not to the wise and to the learned, but to those who are humble. You reveal your truth, you reveal your wisdom to these little ones." And so much of our faith doesn't make sense. That there is resurrection after death, that there's always hope even in times of despair. Jesus also in this upcoming Sunday's gospel sends out an invitation and he says, "Come to me, all of you who are heavy burdened, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light." So this upcoming Sunday, my prayer is that we can have that faith of those little ones, to see God's presence and to learn from him, that our hearts could be docile so that we can learn the wisdom that God has for us. That especially during these trying times in the United States as the pandemic, we see rising numbers in different states, that we could still have that peace that God alone can give us. And we pray also in a special way, with tomorrow being the 4th of July, we pray for our country. We pray for our leaders. We pray for our freedoms, and we thank God for the blessings he has given us. And we pray for this entire world as we continue to move through COVID-19. Live Jesus in our hearts forever.